Now, here's Chief Meteorologist Tony Petrarca with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
Well, despite some showers for the trick-or-treaters, we did catch a little bit of a lull from roughly 7 o'clock this evening through 8:30, where it was just kind of breezy and dry, but still tracking wet weather on live Pinpoint Doppler 12 radar coming through right now, and this will persist off and on throughout the overnight hours and into tomorrow. It's actually much needed rain. Light to moderate, though every now and then, especially tomorrow afternoon, there'll be some brief heavy downpours, and unusually warm and quite windy. That high wind advisory goes into effect 6 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock in the evening. Very mild there right now through all of Friday night. Even most of Saturday is pretty mild. Should turn much colder, though, by Sunday. But the rain is needed after a very dry October. Showers in Providence right now, 63. The wind sustained at 17. Humidity is high at 90%. This number will go up dramatically overnight through tomorrow. Winds gusting 45, even 50 miles per hour. Low 60s, low to mid 60s right now. It'll stay in the 60s all night long. It's not often in an October night on Halloween where it's in the 60s all night long, but very mild. As we widen out the view, you can see plenty of precipitation. Rain off to our north and west is yet to come through. It's all associated with a pretty big, intense storm system that's actually parked across the Great Lakes, and out ahead of it, it's acting like a wind machine. The winds will really pick up out of the southwest tomorrow, reinforcing the humid and mild air along with the showery weather. These are not temperatures, but rather forecast wind gusts. So we're going to start off at 11 o'clock this evening. This represents the wind gusts in miles per hour. Now notice during the overnight, these numbers start to come up to around 45 to 50 miles per hour by 7 o'clock in the morning. And all throughout the morning and afternoon, generally 45 to 55 mile per hour wind gust forecast. This is 11 o'clock in the morning, especially near the coastline. The winds will be at its strongest near places like Newport, gusting to 55 miles per hour. That includes Block Island and westerly. Inland wind gusts between roughly 45 and 50. This is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Now notice by tomorrow evening at 8 o'clock, the wind speed, the magnitude starts to come down. It'll dry out as well. So good news for those high school football games tomorrow night. Bulk of the rain should be out of here. So for this evening and overnight is the wind-swept rain. Temperatures in the 60s. Tomorrow morning, 66. Very strong wind along with showers. Even rumble of thunder can't be ruled out. Tomorrow afternoon, even with lots of clouds and only limited sun, if at all, temperature still makes it up to 70. The wind is still strong and still going with the risk of some showers. Bay forecast, gale warning, strong winds and some big waves, especially offshore, running 8 to 12 feet. 7-day outlook shows mild weather on Saturday, but essentially dry at 65. Much colder, brisk on Sunday at 49 degrees. And again, these winds pretty strong tomorrow, keeping an eye on small tree limbs and power lines for isolated power outages. The rolling rally out in Boston on Saturday for the World Series champions, the Red Sox. It's actually looking okay on Saturday, mostly cloudy, mild at 65. It does turn a lot colder, though, on Sunday. Grab the jackets, the warm sweaters. Wind chills will be running in the 30s and the 40s under partly sunny skies. So trick-or-treaters, for the most part, caught a break, and we were pretty comfortable this morning trick-or-treating over at Meeting Street.
Yeah, that was fun. The kids at Meeting Street, their annual parade right there. There were a lot of ghosts, vampires, and princesses, and a few people were dressed as Red Sox players. Shannon is actually dressed as a Patriots player. We want to thank them for inviting us again this year. We're just less than 3 months away from the Meeting Street Telethon.
Always a good time. I love it.
Coming up next.